Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Barbie Dolls of the Week. This week you are going to see a tour of it's my office that I use for the videos in most cases. And it was a request that I do a tour of this room. And so I'm going to do that. And I've actually done that once before, but this has changed since then. That was a live video that I tried, and this is obviously not going to be live. So let's start with the dolls that you see behind me most times when I'm filming, or next to me, sort of to the side. So if we look at the bottom shelf, and we've got some feet in the way, we've got a Henry Higgins back there, and some of my redressed dolls of the world. Dreamtime and Dream Date, PJs, or Barbie and PJ. And then you see some other Barbies behind them. I've kind of moved them around a bit so it's a little harder to see. You've got some of the Sensations dolls, other miscellaneous dolls, and some Generation Girl dolls in here, as well as a redressed, who is that now? I'm blanking out. Midge, excuse me. And Dance Club Kayla, and some others that you see over here. By the way, here's Betty looking out the window. I know people love to see Betty in the videos. Okay, second shelf. You see some Totally Hair and Jewel Mermaid and some others. Just some beautiful dolls. Pink and Pretty. Let's turn her back this way. Sometimes they knock each other out. No, I'm just kidding. This is, of course, a newer doll in the curvy. I wanted one curvy doll. Some rockers dolls. Just miscellaneous. Catwoman, or excuse me, Batgirl. Here's some tropical fun. She's looking a little weird. Her arms are bizarre, the way, and this outfit is trying to fall off. We got our medical team over here. Okay. Then up here on the next shelf, I have a lot of my ethnic Barbies, in this case African American and Asian. And you guys have seen some of them before. I have some of my 70s dolls, and I don't have a lot of 70s dolls, but some of these right here that you, of course, recognize. These two fashion photo up there of gosh, what the hell's her name? Whitney, sorry. And there's Ken and reproduction superstar. And then you get into some of these box dolls and a few loose ones. And of course, there's dolls behind those. There's like 3 layers of dolls, so I alternate them from time to time. And then the very top level of this wall. So this is a wall that I created last year, redid, and I'm really happy with it. Okay, so then moving over this side of the room, my top shelf over here, as you can see, is some really fancy dolls and a Cher that I love, Cher, and Evil Queen, which I also love. But anyway, some that are too tall also to fit in the normal area, so I put them at the very top. Okay, the next shelf down is just miscellaneous dolls. Some are redressed and some are in their original outfits. Rizzo's fallen over, I see. Let me get her and bring her back up. I don't know how that happened. Well, she's fallen again. I may have to fix her later. She doesn't want to stay. She's not in a good mood. She's not in the mood to be on display. Okay, so here's some other dolls, including Rockettes, or excuse me, Ice Capades, and some male dolls. Now, I really like this outfit. I think I showed that recently, but just in case. I tried to group these kind of similar ones together and some odds and ends on the end. Down here, it's getting a little darker down here, but you see some other male dolls, some of which I've shown. These, by the way, are Craig dolls from Sears from the 80s. I don't know how long they went. And this one, he likes to dress up, so he did. And then here's some others, including some Darcy dolls on this shelf down here. And I have a stray Sensations doll. Okay, some sunlight coming in there. Okay, then on this wall over here, up top, is this set, and I've got 3 loose crystal Barbies there in different states of completeness. And here's a lot of the Kens you saw in a recent video. Above that, I have a house that's from, I believe that's from either the late 60s or 70s, I'm not really sure, because I have 2 different ones like that. And a couple dolls up there that are both Magic Curl that are redressed. And I think that's a Hawaiian Barbie in the corner. Okay, so then over here is the other half of that, or not half, but the other one. That house, it's a little more modern, I believe. This may be one is supposed to be from the 60s and one's supposed to be from the 70s, I believe. And you see a Day to Night Barbie up there among some others. Outside, you've got the Western Barbie and Ken. Now this shelf, as you can see, is not Barbie. I do collect other things, many other things actually, too many sometimes, but some of my Migos and DC Comics figures. And then this is what I call my superstar shelf. This is like what started it all for me. You know, I try to have them in some particular order of, you know, date that they were manufactured, and some are in there they're not quite where they're supposed to be, but and then if there is a male doll that goes with it, I have it close to it. I think that Todd on the end has a not so good wobbly waist, as some of these you saw in another recent video. Okay, so there's that. And then over here is one other bookshelf that has at the very top the Heart and Happy Family gathering together. See Grandma's Kitchen, Grandma and Grandpa, I don't know who, both of them I guess are from Happy Family, they're all there. And then you see both sets of grandparents, you see the pregnant Midge and 2 little ones, my little Chihuahua from I believe Taco Bell years ago. And then the Ryan and, what's his name, Alan and Ryan are still in the box. And I have the African American grandparents in the box as well, but they're not up there, I couldn't fit them. Okay, so then this shelf is some odds and ends, and Rosie O'Donnell, and Deidre Hall, and a couple Aaron Carter, a Luke Perry from 90210. The only Barbie right off the bat, of course, is Animal Lovin', and my great date, I was going to say great date, yeah, so there's that Ken. You know, I love the set that comes with this doll right here. I forget the name of the set right this second, but, and you know, the X-Files dolls. You see the Mulder and Scully. That pink dress in the corner was a one-of-a-kind type, well, I don't want to say one-of-a-kind, but, you know, someone made it, and I bought a couple different colors. They're really nice, but they don't like to stay up. But they fit so well. Anyway. And then the Barbie Basics jeans trio of male dolls. I didn't get any of the females, but I loved those males. Now these are a little harder to see, these blonde newer Kens, or I should say not so new. And some of these Allen type dolls over here. 3 of those. And then this shelf, I think it's just 2 more shelves here. We got like a Snow White Barbie and some others. This one, her dress is a little not so wonderful, although I love that dress. It's got parts sticking out that shouldn't be sticking out, so excuse her. And then of course our wonderful pair here of Jewel Secrets, or yeah, Secret Hearts, and then the Earring Magic Kens. And these 3 of course are from New Kids on the Block. That's where they're from. And then the last shelf down here has some various dolls that you see, including one that you can't really see in the back. This one that has a Hanukkah themed dress. I thought that was so neat when I found that. And my very favorite from that one series, Between Takes Barbie. So that is the last shelf. And there's some loose dolls in a couple places on my desk that haven't found a home yet. And then, talking about not finding a home yet, this is my chair of dolls that, you know, haven't quite made it somewhere yet. And Piggy, I have a few Piggies, but not many. she's there right now, and I've got some papers that I need to move. But yeah, this is some dolls that just don't have another place right now. So that's what I was talking about, having to be careful how many I buy, because you know, I have no other place to put them right now. There's a few places I found, but you know, that I can stick a couple more in some areas that, because keep in mind, this is just one room of the rooms that I have dolls in. I have a case in the downstairs that's a display case, and I have two other areas that you can see on other tours that I've done if you look back at my other videos. So with that, I'm going to close, and people have always asked about some of the pictures back here, so here's a closer look. Some are kind of adult oriented. This is just a picture I really liked. It's no one in particular. I don't know the person, but I like that picture a lot. So that's why it's up there. Okay, guys, take care. Have a great week ahead, and happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there, including my own. I wanted to do this video early because I probably won't have time on Sunday. Bye, everyone.